So the welcome board that I've been skating for the past month or so is pretty destroyed at this point. Now it is time to set up a new board, and yesterday I swung by my favorite local skate shop, The House, and got this new polar board. Oski has wheel wells, super psyched. So I'm going to be setting this up, talk about why I'm setting this up, and then we're going to go break this board and get a session in and get some thoughts on this and see how the board rides. I haven't had a polar board with wheel wells. I'm super excited. We'll dive into why that's going to be a big advantage for the type of skateboarding that I like to do. Now the board that I got is an 8.5, so I'm stepping down a little bit, and the length of it is a 32.125, and it is a wheelbase of 14.375, so it's a little bit shorter wheelbase than what I like. I normally like the 14.5, but super excited to set this bad boy up. I was checking out the wheel wells, and it looks like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, almost tipping the 5th layer, so it's almost 5 layers into the 7 plies of the board. So that's a lot of extra wheel surface that you're gonna get if you do get wheel bite often and you don't like riding riser pads. Gotta make sure to get that warning sticker off. First thing is first, gotta put some grip on this bad boy. Just got some shop grip, nothing special. Whoops, forgot there's a vinyl cutout. Take that out, might put it back in. Did the first edge right here, got all the leftover, I'm gonna cut it and then bring this back. There we go, all gripped up, got a little top graphic on there. I know what the nose and the tail is, so that's really nice. The tail on this board is really mellow compared to the nose. The nose is pretty steep, but I like that. I like a nice steep nose and a really mellow tail, so that is one of the reasons for sure. Definitely the wheel wells though, because I'm not a big fan of riser pads. I just don't like riser pads. I've made a whole video about why, so we won't go into that now, but this is gonna be a big advantage for me. Alright, now that we got all of our trucks on there, both of our trucks are, 2 whole trucks are on there. Now I gotta get the rails on there, and I haven't been using glue or tape or anything like that like I have in the past. I've experimented with so many different ways of getting your rails on and like keeping them on, but I've honestly found that just making one tiny little drill mark right where you want them and then screwing them in by hand and not using the drill seems to do the best trick, and you can get them off and use them in multiple times. That's what I like most about them. You get your use out of these rails. I'm stoked to have white ones to match my deck this time. The only thing about this design too, I'm gonna have to fit my rails right in between the wheel wells, which kind of helps. It's like gives it a little bit of a guide. Just like that. All right, now got the rails on there. Time to go break it in. Alright, I decided on coming to Pood Skate Park here in Encinitas to break in my new Polar Oscar Rosenberg board. Luckily I have like a co-working place right by this skate park, so it's really nice to come here in the morning when nobody else is here and it's pretty empty. I could break in the board and then I can get to work. So with that said, I'm super hyped. It's time to break in this board, get the warm-up session, and then after the session, after I skate this bowl, maybe hit some of the street obstacles, I'll talk about the feedback of the board, what it feels like, why I like it, why maybe I don't like it, things like that. One thing that I will say I wanted to mention right away, when I picked up this board this morning, I was like, whoa, it feels so much lighter. And I think that's mainly due because of the wheel wells. It's taking down some weight. Also because it's so much skinnier than my Welcome board. I was riding an 8.8, now I'm riding an 8.5. Also my wheels are kind of sticking out ever so slightly. So the trucks, you know, they feel a little bit wider, maybe too wide for this board. I am riding some 55 aces, by the way. But yeah, enough said. Let's jump into the first session with this deck. Alright, first session with the Polar board, pretty good, pretty stoked on it. That was the break-in. I'm gonna go hit the street course and see what that feels like because it is feeling good. The first session on a brand new board, something special about that. It's crispy, it feels good. I feel like got the special meter up, feels nice. So let's go clack a couple ollies, maybe flip the board around a little bit in the street course. Sneak in one more session here at Prince Park before I can give a fair review on this board. The one thing that's like been a big change for me is riding this 8.5 from an 8.8. It's been a really big change. I was just trying some inverts and I felt like less controlled. But the big advantage with the front blunts, I felt like I can wrap my toe around it better. So I had more control of the front blunts, and that's give and take with any board. When you change the sizes, you're gonna have some pros and cons. But overall, this board is really rad. I like the mellow tail. Overall, I feel like really confident with it. I'm having a good time. So yeah, stoked on this board. The wheel wells are really nice because like I don't have to worry about wheel bite. I hate riser pads because I just like having that low straight truck contact to the board. Something about it, I feel like I have more board control. Whenever I have riser pads, I feel like I have less control of like my churns and stuff. So yeah, overall wheel wells are super rad. I definitely recommend Polar boards. You know I love Polar boards. The wood's great, graphics are great. Now they got wheel wells. Smash that like button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you're not already. Whew, I am out of breath. Mash.